Nobody plays a better variety. KSMO Salem.
AP News. I'm Ed Donahue. There's more cross-examination of former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker today at former President Donald Trump's hush money trial in New York. Trump says he's doing very well.
It should be over. The case is over. You heard what was said, and the case should be over. But you'll have to make that determination.
Defense lawyer Emil Bove says Pecker's testimony has been inconsistent with statements to federal prosecutors in 2018. Allies are meeting today about future needs for Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says they need Patriot missiles.
This year, Russian jets has already used more than 9,000 guided aerial bombs against Ukraine. And we need the ability to shoot down their combat aircraft so that they do not approach our positions and borders.
Zelensky is likely to get Patriot missiles in an additional $6 billion aid package expected to be announced by the U.S. as soon as today. Egypt sent a high-level delegation to Israel in hopes of reaching a ceasefire agreement with Hamas in Gaza, while warning a possible new Israeli offensive focused on the southern city of Rafah on the border with Egypt could have catastrophic consequences. The Minneapolis City Council agreed to pay a $150,000 settlement to an eyewitness who tried to intervene to prevent George Floyd's murder and who says he suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder as a result. An NBA All-Star, Philadelphia 76ers center Joel Embiid says he's been diagnosed with Bell's palsy. It's a form of facial paralysis he says has affected him for more than a week.
Pretty annoying, with, my left side of my face, my mouth, and my eye.
Embiid scored 50 points in a playoff game last night. Bell's palsy is temporary for the vast majority of patients. This is AP News. Flu season is winding down.
Medical visits for flu-like illnesses dip below the threshold for what's considered an active flu season for 3 weeks straight. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Other indicators like hospitalizations and patient testing also show low and declining activity. No state is reporting a high amount of flu activity, but New England is seeing the kind of patient traffic that's usually associated with an active flu season right now. Since the beginning of October, there have been at least 34 million illnesses, 380,000 hospitalizations, and 24,000 deaths from the flu. The Centers for Disease Control has also said 148 children died from the flu. I'm Haya Panjwani.
Baker Xavier Netri has been chosen as the 31st winner of Paris's annual Grand Prix de la Baguette Prize. His long loaf beat 172 others, making him Paris's king of the baguette. I'm Ed Donahue, AP News.
This is family nurse practitioner Terry Bruno from SMDH Family Medicine. If your family is in need of a medical provider, I'm accepting new patients of all ages. Our clinic is located at Physician's Office Building number 3 on the SMDH campus. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Please call 729-8000 to set up an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Getting ready to take on spring? Make your first move with the reliable performance and power of Steel battery tools. From hedge trimmers and mowers to string trimmers and more, right now you can save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Offer valid on select AK System sets for a limited time only while supplies last. See participating dealer for details.
For over 130 years, there have been moments in Cardinals baseball that will last a lifetime.
Baseball has some of the best athletes in sports.
With amazing feats, amazing moments, amazing plays, there's nothing quite like Cardinals baseball.
When you listen to the game, you just never know who that next hero may be.
We will have it all right here for you on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Rain in the area, 62 degrees during the noon hour. Our forecast today, showers and thunderstorms, 80% chance of seeing precipitation. High temperature of 75 degrees, the wind out of the south at 18 to 22, gusting to 36 miles per hour. Upwards a half inch of rain possible this afternoon. Tonight, a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, some of the storms producing heavy rainfall. Then eventually will become partly cloudy overnight, a low of 60 degrees, and the wind out of the south at 18 to 23, gusting to 36. Then for tomorrow, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a high temperature of 78 degrees, a south wind at 20, gusting to 30. Then for Saturday night, a cloudy sky, no mention of any rain overnight, low of 62, windy out of the south at 18 to 24, gusting to 37. And then for Sunday, showers and thunderstorms are likely. We'll have a high temperature of 76 degrees, the wind continuing out of the south at 24 to 26, gusting close to 40 miles per hour. Sunday night, showers and thunderstorms, a low of 59. Chance of precipitation Sunday nights at 90%, and a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Monday with a high in the upper 70s. Monday night, partly cloudy with a low of 54. And then on Tuesday, sunshine, high temperature near 80 degrees. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, a low in the upper 50s, and a chance of showers Wednesday night, and Thursday in the extended forecast. Wednesday's high at 81 degrees, down into the upper 50s Wednesday night. And on Thursday, with showers and thunderstorms a possibility, we'll have a high temperature of 78 degrees. Right now, 62 degrees, the wind out of the south-southeast at 17 miles per hour. It's time now for some commentary from the Brownfield Network and also a check of the midday livestock report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Weeds are an ever-present challenge for farmers, ranchers, and gardeners. From mare's tail to Palmer amaranth, water hemp to giant ragweed, morning glory to lamb's quarter, you have your hands full keeping fields, pastures, and gardens clean. Henbit and purple dead nettle together are the current bane of my flower beds. Many people fail to realize that exposure at some level to many weeds can cause health problems. Google poisonous plants. You'll find that many commonly used as food have toxic parts, are toxic unless they are processed, or are toxic at certain stages of development. The leaves and seeds of cherries, peaches, plums, apricots, apples, and almonds contain a small amount of a toxic substance, the quantity not usually enough to endanger a person, but it is possible to ingest enough seeds to kill you. Poison hemlock killed Socrates. Castor beans contain the poison ricin, and white snakeroot is responsible for the death of Abraham Lincoln's mother. We've all heard of deadly nightshade, and of course tobacco is a poisonous plant. Although pretty to look at, lantana, lily of the valley, foxglove, and Chinese lanterns can be toxic if eaten. And consider the rash and blistering that can occur with exposure to stinging nettle, poisons, ivy, oak, sumac, and parsnips. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it is 100% non-toxic. I do not see myself eating a peck of apple seeds, nor do I see myself bathing in herbicide. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
For decades, Bayer has worked with farmers across America to help them meet the demand for abundant, affordable food. One way is through glyphosate, sold as Roundup and made by us. Not only do we stand behind the product's safety, so do all the leading safety and regulatory bodies around the world. But the litigation industry fights to prevent rigorous safety analysis from being shown in court. Instead, they rely on junk science to mislead juries. Why should anyone care? Because the impact of the courtroom will be felt at every dinner table in America. Without Roundup, farm yields will go down, farmers' costs will go up, and food prices will rise even more. Farming has never been easy. If farmers lose a critical tool, they will face even harder choices: grow less food or rely on foreign supplies of the product. What's at stake isn't a product or a company. It's fundamental American values and interests. Learn more at go.bayer.com/open letter. Paid for by Bayer.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
Direct cash cattle trades quiet. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity has been pretty quiet through midday. A few bids have surfaced at $184 live in the south and $294 dressed in the north. Asking prices are at $184 live in the south and $296 plus dressed in the north. Some business could still take place this afternoon, but it's likely limited to cleanup trade. There was a light to moderate trade reported throughout the week. Dress business has been at mostly $294, generally $2 higher than the previous week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. Live deals on the south were around $182, which was fully steady with the prior week's weighted averages. Box beef is mixed at midday and light to moderate demand for solid offerings. Choice up $1.50 at $298.42. Select is $1.19 lower to $88.47. At the Mobridge Livestock Auction in South Dakota, there was a featured consignment of 1,100 backgrounded black steers, which were met with very good demand. The USDA says there was also very good demand for a couple of home-raised heifers, with a balance of the offering selling in packages that were met with moderate to good demand depending on quality. The market was active on loads and moderate on packages. Medium and large one feeder steers, 913 to 940 pounds, brought 250 to 251.50. Feeder steers, 977 to 990 pounds, brought $241. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 512 to 539 pounds, brought $300 to $313. Cash hogs were not reported at midday due to confidentiality. Packers have been pretty aggressive in their procurement efforts early on in the week, which is expected to result in this lackluster business at the end of the week. Demand for U.S. pork has been strong on the global market, and processors have had to be more aggressive in those procurement efforts to meet the needs of this recent uptick in slaughter pace. Domestic demand has also been showing some strength recently. Both are very supportive to prices. The industry continues to monitor the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $52. At Illinois, slaughter-sale prices were steady with moderate demand for moderate to heavy offerings at $42 to $54. Barrows and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $51 to $61. Pork values are sharply higher at midday, up $2.71 at $100.20. Bellies jumped more than $13 to start the day. Loins, butts, ribs, and picnics were also higher. Hams were lower. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
This spotlight on soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans Education Director Bailey Asbury says last year's Soy Innovation Challenge winning exhibit from the Savannah, Missouri FFA chapter will be installed at the Center for Soy Innovation.
Their about 30-foot long educational install exhibit highlights the whole entire soy value chain from on the farm going to the lab to all the new uses it's used for. And so we're excited to get that installed out back at the Center for Soy Innovation so all of our visitors are able to come and be interactive with something that was actually created by high school students.
Savannah FFA repeated, having just been announced as this year's Soy Innovation Challenge $10,000 winner.
Their ideas will be turned into a mobile classroom focused on soy agricultural education via a school bus.
Learn more online at mosoy.org from Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
And that has been some commentary from the Brownfield Network and a check of the Midday Livestock Report. Right now it's time to take a look at our updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today, serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years. Your World Today is 4 pages of information that should take about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations here in Salem and in Bunker, and also online at our website at ksmoradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick up a copy each and every weekday or check it out online. Beverly Jean Powell, age 97 of Salem, passed away Monday. Funeral services will be at noon tomorrow in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with burial to follow in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Visitation will be tomorrow as well from 10 o'clock until service time. Memorial contributions may be made to the Salem Public Library. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all of the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Beverly Jean Powell, whose funeral services will be tomorrow at noon at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. That has been a look at our updated funeral announcements. We invite you to keep it here. We'll come back with a look at local news in just a moment.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It's now time for a look at local news brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. If you'd like more information on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 729-7071. The Dent County Commission met Thursday morning at the courthouse, and at the meeting, John McIntyre talked to the commission about chip and seal Dent County Road 6180, where he said there's a soft spot or depression in the road. He asked them if at one time MoDOT did not request taking over the road in exchange for a different road. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said that was true, as they wanted to take over maintenance of County Road 6180 and have the county take over maintenance on the Route EE spur. But there is a bridge on that that the county does not want to be responsible for, so no trade was made. McIntyre said that he had heard through an unnamed source that MoDOT was going to request that again and ask the commission to at least consider looking into the possibility of a trade. The commission took no action on the request. Sherry Lee from Dent County Rural Addressing was in to tell the commission about a grant for the new NG 911 system that Dent County Rural Addressing received to pay to update the current County 911 system. She said she received 4 bids for the grant, and after grading them out, she recommended going with the SDR, who is currently the vendor used by Dent County Rural Addressing to create new addresses in the county. She said the grant is for $58,555, and there will be no out-of-pocket expense to the county. She also said this is a different grant from the one Sheriff Bob Wells is getting for equipment and training, but is needed so that the address or location of the person calling will be recognized when a 911 call is received. Commissioner Larson said he wanted to do some research on this grant to make sure there are no conflicts with the grant the county is writing through the Sheriff's Department. Lee said there is no hurry for the commission to sign, but the work by SDR will have to be done by December of this year. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray said that grading was going to be done on County Roads 6410 and 6575, while brush would be cut on County Road 6460. He said he still had 2 dump trucks hauling conservation rock for the other district. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk said the grading was going to be done on Dent County Roads 2530, 3333, 3334, 3350, and 4388. He said his crews were also hauling rock to Dent County Road 2530, which is a conservation road. Commissioner Larson said he was contacted by Tammy Snodgrass from the MRPC that the at-large for-profit board position held by John Smith is up for renewal. Larson said he will try to get in touch with Smith to see if he is still interested in holding that seat. Corky Stack from AEA Stack Design Group was in to review the punch list developed by he and the county commission following their walkthrough last week before he emails it to the contractor. He said some things on the list have already been taken care of, but others, including some paint work and landscaping, still need to be done. He also submitted a pay voucher, which the commission approved paying. The next meeting of the Dent County Commissioners will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and that meeting will be open to the public. An accident happened Thursday afternoon just before 5:30 in Phelps County on Interstate 44 near the 172-mile marker. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2020 Chrysler Pacifica being driven west by 37-year-old Maria Kristen of Fort Leonard Wood was merging onto the interstate when she was struck from behind by a 2023 Freightliner Cascadia being driven by 55-year-old James Carr of Zanesville, Ohio. Kristen suffered minor injuries and was transported by Dixon Ambulance Service to Phelps Health Hospital. The Chrysler had minor damage, the Freightliner had no damage, and both were able to be driven from the scene. The report stated that both drivers were wearing seat restraints at the time of the accident. In other news, unused or expired medications will be able to be disposed of safely during Drug Take-Back Day, and that will be tomorrow from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. You can bring unused or expired medications to either Country Mart or Walmart parking lots for them to be disposed of properly and safely. Take-Back Day is sponsored by a partnership with the Salem Police Department, the Dent County Sheriff's Department, and the Healthy Dent County Prevention Coalition. And also coming up tomorrow at the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center on Highway 19 at the exhibit called Crossroads, Change in Rural America, there will be a group discussion and reflection of what we have learned from the Crossroads themes, starting at 10 o'clock. There will also be a performance from the Salem Community Choir after the discussion, and the exhibit is open Thursday, May 2nd, and there is no charge to visit the exhibit. The Crossroads exhibit is part of the Museum on Main Street, a collaboration between the Smithsonian Institution and state humanities councils nationwide. Support for the Museum on Main Street has been provided by the United States Congress. Another accident happened Thursday afternoon just before 1:15 in Pulaski County on Interstate 44 at the 167.6-mile marker. According to Highway Patrol report, a 2015 Nissan Altima being driven west by 23-year-old Courtney Kay of St. Louis was stopped in traffic when she was struck from behind by a 2004 Chevrolet Impala being driven by 77-year-old Judith Eckert of Bell. The Impala then traveled off the right side of the road and struck a rock bluff. Eckert suffered moderate injuries and was taken by Pulaski County Ambulance Service to Phelps Health for treatment. The Impala was totaled and removed from the scene by Anybody's Towing. The Nissan had moderate damage and was towed by Jack's Towing. Both drivers were wearing seat restraints, according to the report. And the Dent County Health Center will be holding their Spring 2024 Health Fair and Vaccine Clinic coming up Friday, May 3rd from 7 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. No appointments are necessary. Dent County residents can get free basic screenings of blood pressure, height and weight determination, and BMI calculation. Rapid heart health screenings are available for lipid cholesterol and A1C for $34.50. Expanded services will be available for blood chemistry for $3.80, vitamin D for $13.75, basic thyroid tests at $3.50, and blood counts for $3. Other services available include rapid blood lead screening for $10, plus free Narcan and free STD testing. Information and scheduling for additional services will also be available. No orders are needed for the screenings, as the Dent County Health Center has a standing order for health screenings. In order to speed up the process, no insurance will be accepted. Some have asked if the Dent County Health Center is still located on MacArthur, and the answer is no. They are located at 1010 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard across from Town and Country Bank. To answer other questions about the Health Center's Spring Health Fair and Vaccine Clinic, feel free to call 573-729-3106. And the City of Salem held a special meeting Wednesday at the Salem Community Center at the Armory to discuss Resolution Number 11-2024 for donation by the City of Salem to the Salem Housing Authority of the City of Salem for development of affordable housing for the benefit of the community. City Administrator Sally Burbridge updated the board on the sewer improvements that are scheduled to begin soon near the proposed property. She has been in contact with Mike Godey, the chairman of the Bone Break Board, about requesting an easement to allow for sewer lines to be aligned on the Bone Break property. Jeff Meadows of Archer Elgin explained that a new sewer line will be built to improve sewer concerns in that neighborhood. The $200,000 cost for this improvement will be paid by the Certificate of Participation that was implemented in 2017 as part of the Phase 1 upgrades to the sewer treatment plant. Burbridge explained that if the Salem Housing Authority is able to secure funding to build the 24 units, the plans will still need to be submitted and reviewed by the city staff and engineers for final approval. A motion was made by Alderman John Whelan and seconded by Alderwoman Kayla Cisco to donate the old middle school property to the Salem Housing Authority. Alderman Bowler Jack and Alderwoman Dent voted no, and Mayor Parker had to break the tie. He voted yes to approve and pass this resolution. The meeting was then adjourned. That has been a look at local news brought to you by the SBU Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in the Nursing RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more information about the SBU Salem campus, contact Admission Counselor Chris Welch at 729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Just into the KSMO newsroom, we do have an addition for our new news. The Salem Memorial Hospital, through its board of directors, announces that Jason Edwards, interim CEO, and Doug Hoban, chief financial officer, have submitted their resignation to become effective May 22, 2024, citing personal reasons. The board would like to thank Jason for his time, dedication, and service to the Salem Memorial Hospital. In 20 years with them, Jason has served as the dietitian, chief operating officer, and most recently as interim CEO. The board recognizes Jason for taking the reins and providing a steady hand during a time of transition for the hospital and its staff. Likewise, the board recognizes Doug Hoban, CFO, who has also provided a crucial service to the hospital during a difficult financial audit and transition period after the departure of Rural Hospital Group. We wish them both the best in their future endeavors, and prior to these resignations, the board had started the process of selecting a permanent CEO. The board will continue this process as planned and hopes to have the CEO role filled with the best candidates as soon as possible. Contingency plans are in place to minimize any potential impact of the departure of these two important employees. The board is committed to ensuring that Salem Memorial Hospital continues to thrive and serve as the nexus of healthcare in the Salem area. The board continues to evaluate all options, including partnerships, affiliations, and management agreements to further the goal of providing quality health care to the residents of the district. The board again thanks Jason and Doug for their services and looks forward to the many opportunities the hospital has to improve for every patient, every encounter, every time.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Taking a look at our local sports coverage, of course, with the rain, there has been several postponements and cancellations for Salem Tiger sports. First off, the Salem Lady Tigers were scheduled to play Ava this afternoon in a makeup game at 4:30. That has been moved until Tuesday afternoon. Salem will not play Plato that day, as had already been scheduled. So Salem Lady Tigers and Ava playing Tuesday afternoon at the Salem City Park. Also, the Salem track team for the Rolla Invitational Tournament today has been postponed. Salem varsity tennis at Houston postponed today. Also, the Salem Tigers baseball game yesterday versus Dora was canceled due to the weather. And the St. Louis Cardinals will be in Gotham City tonight to take on the Mets starting at 5:15. And then they'll play again at 2:10 tomorrow afternoon and at 11:45 on Sunday. All three of those games can be heard here on KSMO. The Royals faced off against the Toronto Blue Jays yesterday. They were able to play 5 innings, and they played to a 2-1 victory before the weather put an end to the game. At 16-10, they start a 3-game series at Detroit against the Tigers tonight. So good luck to the Cardinals and the Royals. We'll get a check of sports from across the state from the Missouri Net in just about 1 minute here at 1340 95.7.
Want a product that will give you nitrogen all season long? Then you want to try Envita. Envita gets directly into the cells of the plants, and it's easy to apply, foliar or in furrow. Envita provides the flexibility you need for your farm practices. Whether you want to reduce your nitrogen and maintain yield, or maintain your nitrogen and increase yield, Envita fits your farm. Envita SC formulation is OMRI registered. To learn more about Envita, visit azotic.com. That's AZOTIC.com.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It paid for me to be the first person in my family to go to school. That education got me to the first day at my dream job, which I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job and the home loan benefits I got from the Army National Guard helped me buy my first house. I also know that I will be one of the first to respond if my community ever needs me.
Sponsored by the Missouri Army National Guard. Aired by the Missouri Broadcasters Association and this station.
Nut Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. All of the excitement for Mizzou and Chiefs fans came late in the first night of the NFL Draft with the 27th pick. The Arizona Cardinals took edge rusher Darius Robinson. The first time since 2017 that Mizzou football has had an NFL first-round pick.
Versatility, yeah. We're going to put them everywhere.
Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon liked the flexibility of Robinson, who played defensive tackle and then moved to edge rusher. He had 8.5 sacks last season. And that flexibility and fierce play drew them to Robinson.
Violent,
violent, really good in the run and pass game, and can win in multiple spots in both the run and the pass game. But really comfortable with the person first, what he's looking for, his attitude of coming here, and he's just going to want to learn and grow, and whatever we ask him to do to help the team win, that's what he wants to do.
Then with the next pick at 28, the Chiefs traded up from 32, and they selected Texas Longhorns wide receiver Xavier Worthy, who ran a record-breaking 4.21 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine. It was clear to GM Brett Veach that Patrick Mahomes needed speed at the wide receiver position. That's why he signed Hollywood Brown as a free agent and moved up to get Worthy.
The more speed you have on the field, the harder it is for defenses to take away different elements of the game. And, anytime you can add speed and add a guy with that type of versatility, I think, you're going to be interested. And, again, we have a couple guys now that I think can keep defenses guessing.
Round 2 of the NFL Draft starts tonight at 6. The Chiefs pick 64th. Several Mizzou players expected to be drafted this weekend. The Royals capped off their series with the Blue Jays with a 2-1 win yesterday, their third straight. They're taking on Detroit this afternoon because of the NFL Draft. And the Cardinals are in New York to face the Mets tonight. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
We all want to give our children the best possible start in life. One important thing we can do is to make sure they receive their recommended immunizations. Immunizations help children stay healthy by preventing serious diseases that can cause lifelong disabilities or even death. With the power to protect, we can ensure our children have the best possible chance at a healthy future. This National Infant Immunization Week, join the Missouri Immunization Coalition in protecting our children. Learn more at moimmunize.org.
Developmental screenings help parents determine if their child is meeting developmental milestones that are appropriate for their age.
Developmental screenings can provide wonderful insight into ways to better support your child.
Don't be afraid to get a screening. Whatever the results, it will be so helpful to you and your family. Learn more about developmental screenings at earlyconnections.mo.gov.
Glasshouse Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential and commercial plumbing, as well as repairs. Glasshouse Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014, and they can get you taken care of.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Hi, my name is Michelle Bland. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMDH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurances. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Progressive Ozark Bank's debit card is now ready for your smartwatch or phone. It's compatible with Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay. Just upload it to your mobile wallet and go. No more fumbling to find your card when you're in a hurry. Just tap and pay. Simple, easy, and secure. That's the progress of local banking. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured. Where people matter.
Several chances of rain in our forecast. We'll go over the forecast in complete detail right after the top of the hour. Right now, a quick break, and we'll come back with Missouri Net News.
Did you know that Salem Memorial District Hospital Rehab Department is growing and adding services? Hi, I'm Gina Daniels, the Director of Rehab at Salem Memorial Hospital. We have certified therapists that specialize in wound care and lymphedema management. Discuss your rehab needs with your physician and come see us. Let our friendly and caring staff help you get your life back. Call 573-729-6626 to schedule an appointment. We are committed to every patient, every encounter, every time.
It's Clean Car Month at K&H Auto Supply. You'll find Stoner Invisible Glass Cleaner, 2 for $11, Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions for $15.99, and Rain-X Interior Glass Anti-Fog for $6.99. Stop by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
As a kid, I would get so excited when I would hear the ice cream truck. It's the same feeling I get with my favorite icy drinks at McDonald's. Any size iced coffee is just $2.69 every day. Any size frozen drink is just $2.19 every day. Like a frozen Coke, frozen Dr. Pepper, or frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry. So what's better than hearing the ice cream truck? Hearing this. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Inc.
Missouri Net News. I'm Elisa Nelson. The National Weather Service says severe thunderstorms, hail, and possibly tornadoes could impact much of the state today. Heavy rain is also possible. Despite bipartisan opposition, the Missouri House has passed a bill that could shield a St. Louis area company in its legal fight over weed killer. Thousands of lawsuits have been filed against Bayer, alleging that the corporation failed to warn users that Roundup could cause cancer. St. Louis Democrat LaDonna Applebaum says she is a hard no on the bill that could protect Bayer over cancer-related lawsuits.
If you vote for this bill, you are voting for cancer.
Butler Republican Dane Deal says his bill does not prevent lawsuits on product defects, design defects, breach of warning, or negligence. The measure heads to the Senate. And the U.S. economy expanded at a slower pace than expected during the first quarter of this year. This is Missouri Net.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Getting ready to take on spring? Make your first move with the reliable performance and power of Steel battery tools. From hedge trimmers and mowers to string trimmers and more, save on select Steel battery tools. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer set. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. With AK-10 battery and AL101 charger. Offer valid for a limited time only while supplies last. See participating dealer for details.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today. Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Our music is our success.